como é o nome? Vou gravar uma nova série. Mas agora toda essa série eu vou fazer em live, não em vídeo. Calma aí. Não tá indo, Lucão. Ah, ótimo, né? É uma série, como eu tô falando, eu fiz uma cagada bem grande. Meu irmão tá me ajudando aqui pra fazer isso, né? Que eu não entendo bem de futebol, cara. Então não me julgue. Eu não entendo bem de futebol, cara. Mas tudo que vai me ajudar vai ser meu grande amigo. Grandioso irmão. Eu já nessa jornada. Agora eu te leio, Lucão. Tá bom? Bom? Não, você é muito ruim. Com esse. Entendeu? Esse? Escolhe esse.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the...
Bora, não quero ver você falar. Se eu não entender muito bem, me desculpa que tá falando inglês. Eu não sou bilíngue, não sou bilíngue.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Primeiro jogo. O time vai ficar assim? Aí vai simular simulados, vai ganhar. Pode vai fazer um rap. Vai demorar um pouquinho. Tem que testar um time, mas isso eu tenho que fazer. Isso eu já sei que eu tenho que fazer. E isso pode demorar. Nossa, vai demorar como for. Mano, eu sei que vocês podem me apoiar nessa série. Eu vou fazer live, você tem que ter certeza que minha voz tá gravando.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Esse é jogo, esse é torneio já? Eu vou pro primeiro jogo do torneio. Esse foi o primeiro jogo do torneio, porque é torneio. Tá bom. E bora pro jogo. Você pode me apoiar em cada jogo. E nessa série. Vou falar uma coisa que eu tenho um amigo que também tá fazendo uma nova jornada no canal dele, que é de FIFA e eu sou de meio. É diferente, tá? E ele que me apoia a fazer essa série, eu que tive essa ideia agora, porque eu tava vendo o vídeo dele. Não vai falar que eu tô copiando porque eu tô fazendo de meio, tá bom? E uma coisa, galera. Eu não sei se vocês querem que eu faça uma série de Minecraft, mas se eu fizer isso vai demorar, que eu vou ter que esperar meus amigos comprarem Minecraft pra fazer. Agora eu vou.
It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Ravens, led by the leading rusher amongst quarterbacks in 2018. In his second season now, Lamar Jackson.
Vamos com classe, vamos com calma. Tá? O quadrado é bom.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Tá, vou ter que desse lado.
They go to the former Saint, Mark
Só fui de corrida.
Ingram. He'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Beleza.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Segura. Não é pra tocar. Ele já machucou? Quer trocar? Não, já trocou.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now under first-time head coach Brian Flores. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 15th NFL season, the man out of Harvard, Ryan Fitzpatrick. And from the outside, a lot of people thought, well, Ryan Fitzpatrick maybe just in a mentor role here, but don't tell that to him. As he mentioned to us, he thinks he can still play at a high level, and last year's numbers would seem to bear that out. He led the entire NFL in yards per attempt and yards per completion. He's still got it. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. A look now at the Miami offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Come grama! He goes down. McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Tem que olhar assim, ó. Esse cara aqui é um quadrado. Esse aqui você olha pra ver quem que tá um pouco livre. Senão você...
Passa? Ele tenta passar. Tenta passar.
Ó, vê, ó. É isso, ó. O X ou o mas tem que ver se tem alguém.
X ou bolinha.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Não. Perdi o tempo. Ai,
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender's making sure his guy can hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Dixon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Os caras pegam e nós pega. Os caras pegam e a gente não pega.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick.
Come grama, doido! Come grama!
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Fitzpatrick gets this to Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. And he's going to be taken down right
Fiz
at
dois
the
come grama,
line.
pai.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth
Tu
down.
vai tentar?
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw
Ele
the
vai
ball,
chutar,
just
Lucas.
didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Pois.
The kick by Sanders is good.
Como
And they
assim?
are on the board, but still trailing. It's
Essa vai
7-3. So
Esse
good
episódio
kick
foi
there
pra
to
ver se
polish
vocês
off the drive
gostaram.
with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with
Eu
a
só vou
kick.
fazer um jogo.
2 of them will give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ai,
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Calma aí, galerinha. Calma aí.
Just past
Calma aí,
the
mãe. Eu tenho
30-yard
uma
line.
live.
The Raven
Ai,
offense
fiz,
set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here. Because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
I
happened
think that
there.
factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Vamos fazer um.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Dixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2.
Tava
up to
tudo
the
fechado.
46. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
Respeita. Ai.
Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason. Because last year as a rookie, 58%, that was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner, the timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns he threw for last season. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Merda.
They'll try again with Dixon.
Ah, não vai
That
ser
play
touch.
going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make...
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Aí eu vou continuar lá. Entendeu?
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
Ai, quase foi como gol. Por que eu errei?
Stops with
Por que eu
10
errei
seconds
como gol?
left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Final play of the half. Fitzpatrick going to look deep for Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlight.
Se eles estão em intervalo, eu também posso ir. Eu vou comer e daqui a pouco eu já volto pra live, beleza?
Salve, galerinha. Se inscreve no canal.
Tem 2 pessoas na live. essa grandiosa.
And apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back under. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Quase foi fumble.
This is a new way of doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. These two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Olha isso, o cara continuou parado. E olha, o cara continuou parado.
Why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pegou. Esse cara é um mito de time. Esse cara é um time. Esse cara é um mito de time.
And it's a first down. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Second and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Caught, it's Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick now. And this is caught. It's Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Acabou.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Fitzpatrick, open man, it's Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
That player's well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Brown. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sim, os caras fizeram fumble.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Eu vou ganhar porque é o poder do meu míssil. É o poder do
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Dixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right back to Dixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Cam Newton, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Eu vou encerrando essa live.